Matt, it brings us to a segment called
Cinema War.
And the War. It works like this. Me and Matt, we're fighting on a topic. Our guest, Rebecca Fons, gets to play judge and jury and tell the listeners who she thinks won this Cinema War. Phil, we were talking about the Afflecks against Owen and Luke Wilson. Remind the jawheads at home what today's Cinema War topic is.
Yeah, it's a battle of the brothers this week as we pit Owen and Luke Wilson against the Affleck bros. Ryans, your stance is that the Wilsons continue to wow us. And Matt, you're arguing that Ben and Casey are more than a bunch of quacks. Let this Cinema War begin.
Matt, the Wilson brothers busted out onto the scene in 1996 with the film Bottle Rocket, directed by the great Wes Anderson. The Wilson brothers are part of the Wes Anderson family tree. Heck, they're the backbone of that tree. They appear in 7 of his 9 films. And let's be honest, write it on a stationery, in fact. Wes Anderson films are better than anything the Afflecks have ever done.
Rye, do you like apples? Do you like apples? Do you like apples, Ryan?
I do.
Ben and Casey burst onto the scene with Good Will Hunting, which to this day is often quoted as a favorite film of many. The Wilsons came flickering into existence in Bottle Rocket. A good film, sure, but comparatively obscure. So who makes a better entrance? Score one for Team Affleck. How do you like them apples?
I don't like those at all. Luke Wilson, I want to concentrate on here. Being in old school, scores major points for comedy fans, as does his little masterpiece called Idiocracy. He is also great in more serious fare, such as Vacancy and 3:10 to Yuma. Take a look at how many films Luke Wilson has in his filmography, a staggering amount. He is a working man's actor.
Yeah, you had to look all that up because no one remembers them. Who are the better actors? I know the Wilsons are funny, Rye, but don't make me laugh. The Afflecks each have an acting Oscar. Ben directed a Best Picture winner. The Wilsons don't even come close, starring mostly in broad comedies. They're typecast at this stage, showing up in cameos in Zombieland. You know who doesn't have any comedic cameos? Affleck.
This needs to be mentioned. I'm glad you brought this up. Owen Wilson co-wrote Bottle Rocket, Rushmore, and the Royal Tenenbaums. He broke out from that as one of Hollywood's funniest actors, appearing in Meet the Parents, Zoolander, I Spy, Wedding Crashers, Cars. But maybe his best, 2011's Midnight in Paris, the last great Woody Allen film, and he was the perfect leading man in it. Owen Wilson is maybe the most underrated movie star in Hollywood, damn it.
Maybe. When I say Wilson movies, you might think Legally Blonde, Wedding Crashers, Love and Mercy, and Castaway. When I say Affleck movies, you might think Argo, Manchester by the Sea, The Town, and dare I repeat, Good Will Hunting. Those filmographies do not balance.
The Afflecks have a few hits, bet, sure, but overall, their careers are so rocky, I get seasick looking at it. The Wilsons' private lives stay out of the spotlight, letting their comedy and acting do the talking. Matt, you may forget, Owen Wilson was in Anaconda, the greatest snake movie of all time. The man has range. The man. Wilsons are hilarious. They know how to pick their roles and have a steadiness to their careers, and neither of them dated J-Lo.
All right, here's the real truth, though. You take away Wes Anderson, and do we even have a Wilson brothers in the discussion? The Afflecks have both directed hits, starred in blockbusters and critical gems alike, and written their own material. They're both a triple threat. Don't make me go old school on you, Ryan. Start busting out movie title puns, or I'll bust a bottle rocket up your Royal Tenenbaum.
Whoa. We are button heads here on Cinema War. As we do each and every week, we throw it to our guest, Rebecca Fons. What did you think of this Cinema War?
Oh man, I was writing down notes furiously because you were both making excellent points. And I'm trying so hard to like put my personal point of view to the side and just listen to the counterpoint here, because you both delivered really strong arguments.
Well, thank
you. Bravo on both the defense and the offense, the right and the left. Both of you did really great jobs. I think though, I want to just think a little bit about these performers off of the screen and sort of the role they play in the zeitgeist and in American culture. And that's going to lead me to my winner, because I find that Ben and Casey have become something beyond their performances. But that is not a good thing. I find that I struggle to watch Ben Affleck, because now all I see are the memes, and I think of J-Lo. It was brought up. I think he gets kind of in the slurry of who he is outside of his performances. And I don't know that he has ever risen above that. I'm going to say this. Hopefully he's not listening. Ben, I'm sorry. You're great.
He listens
You're
every
great.
week. I'm just letting you know.
And I will say that in Good Will Hunting, Ben Affleck is the best he's ever been. But that was a long time ago. So I think ultimately I have to go for the Wilson brothers.
Wow. How do you like them apples?
I don't like those at all.